Hey little llamas, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Lakehouse speed build. This is one of my favorite other speed builds that I've been doing lately. I just fell in love with it and I jumped forward because, what's a girl to do when she sits there staring at the screen? I already had like 20 hours of footage into this. Probably not 20, but close to 20. How are you doing? Welcome. So this lake house is set in Windenburg, on the big lot in Windenburg? Yes, Windenburg. And you could probably put it anywhere, but I got the idea of this. I saw someone on Twitter do a boathouse type build, and so I kind of incorporated my favorite style of one of my favorite styles of building with a boathouse, which one of my favorite styles of building is just building like lake house, rustic builds in the woods. So this house is so cool because it does have a boathouse to the right, and it also has that cool covered bridge area, and that changes a little bit. I do separate it on either side. And it has a massive walkway in the middle and then a boathouse, and we have a gorgeous pond on the outside. But now I am just kind of working on the layout and windows. I end up using a lot of Seasons windows. I just felt like they went with that rustic look, and there are multiple walkways leading up to the deck. We have right there to the left, you can see, we have the middle, and then we have an amazing pond out back. And I did build this on the Brindleton lot, but it's just because I'm obsessed with Brindleton. So for screenshots and stuff at the end, I did move it to the Windenburg lot, not on the island, but the woodsy lot, just because I felt like it fit a lot better. And I'm trying to do this whole thing where I take my time doing builds and really focus on making them like perfect. Not that my other ones weren't perfect, but I found myself just rushing my content to get it out, and I wasn't happy, So I figured that I will take my time, which is why you guys haven't seen a video in probably almost 2 weeks. This one has been done for probably about a week. Doing voiceovers, it just takes so much effort for me for some reason. Not the build, you think like the 20-hour build time that I have would take the most effort, but that part's actually the most fun for me. But it's the voiceovers, and I love talking to you guys, so I don't know why I don't do it. Just get it over with. But I'd probably have more videos out if I did that. So that is one of the reasons why this is taking me forever to get to you guys. But hopefully you enjoy this video and we can kind of hang out and just cherish our time together. So the coolest part about this entire build is that on top of the boathouse is a deck. So you can see the stairs there to the right, and then up on the right there, it's like an extra deck. So can you imagine going to this lake house for the summer or whatever and being able to spend so much time outside and then be able to like have that extra space up on the roof? I couldn't even imagine. This is like bougie for the rich and famous. I'm sure that this house would cost like $10,000 a week to rent or something outrageous like that. But I definitely used the fencing as well to kind of make little pergola areas. I don't know if that's the right word, but I did that, and it does have a third level. I wanted to add more rooms, but I changed my mind. So as you can see, we're kind of figuring out how I want that up there, and I do end up just putting a roof, and it turns into like a little bar, hot tub area, lounge area, which every space on the deck kind of does have that. Like we have our lower deck, our upper deck, and then our upper deck. It's just the whole thing, we had to go full whatever the name is. Okay, so anyways, I don't have a mouse in my pocket or a llama in my pocket, but I have felt so this week. If you're on Twitter and you follow me, I just was like struggling with pain and stuff. And so today's the first day, I think it's day 4 of me actually feeling better, and which is why I'm recording this, just because I have that itch to get content out. And so here we are. So I use Seasons windows. I almost said Brindleton Bay. I always call cats and dogs Brindleton Bay. I use those cats and dogs doors and fixing the pergola. But I thought that this house would be really cool lake house, boathouse. And when I was building it, I struggled so much with that base structure of the house for some reason. I knew what I wanted, which is why you guys saw that it was like half, done by the time we started this video. It would have been so long. I just monkeyed with the layout and how I wanted it to be forever. And Nickel, get down. I don't understand why my cats want to like cling to me and lay on my lap when I'm recording. I don't know if it's like a welcoming voice, like, come here, come lay on me and distract me of all the world. But yeah, okay, so anyways, you guys can tell I haven't done a speed build in a while. I'm a little rusty. I'm a little spazzy, a little spaz. So now we're on the upper deck, and if you're not over me yapping by now, we can still go. Let's go, llamas. So this is going to be the bar area, and I was struggling with like that little roof area. I think I should have left it, but I do get rid of it. And I figured this bar up here would be really cool to have in case like you just want to like get up like way up in the house there, and have some nectar and get in the hot tub and just like relax. I feel like it'd be a good place for like the parents and stuff to be. So now we are on the bread and butter of the build, which is the furnishing. Yes. So for the furnishing, I wanted to go kind of modern, but not really at the same time. Can you please get down? Get down. Oh. Well, I don't know if my water thing spilled, but we're just going to go with it. It spilled everywhere. What is my life right now? Okay, guys, so after a short recess, the two things that don't go together are computers and water, and I just knocked mine all over the floor on top of my cat because he wouldn't get off of my computer, and he was creepily staring at me, breathing heavily. So anyways, Hot Mess Express today. I'm working on the foyer, and what I was saying before is that I really love the rustic side of things with like modern. There's like a cuckoo bird outside my window. What is life? Welcome to my world in the country in summertime. Do you guys hear that? I think he's stuck in the kitty enclosure, the catio. That would be too funny. Anyways, I love doing like the rustic with like pops of color and also modern. So I kind of feel like this place turns out to be lake house rustic, but it also has modern touches too. And you can see them everywhere. But I love this painting. I think that those little city living drawer thingies, the yellow right there, I think they go really, really nicely with that painting. And then the side stool from laundry day. And now I'm onto the kitchen. So the kitchen is going to be a massive size. I don't do anything small. And it kind of fits in that little nook in the right-hand corner. And for the kitchen, I kind of just wanted to make it very rustic, and I was struggled between those dark black and then the white, but I ultimately went with black because sometimes when I do kitchens and stuff, I love to match the cabinets with the floors, so it all kind of disappears, you're not really like, they don't stand out a lot. So that's the reason why I did that. Viper, no. What is life today? The animals are running crazy. So then I decided to put some shelving up on each corner of the stove. What is life today? How is everyone doing? I think maybe we should just tell a story time story instead of, like me trying to struggle. So I went with black cabinets and then shelving on the one side just because I felt like it was a lot of cabinets. And placing some decor. I always place the same decor items for some reason. I place those dog treats, which I take as like not dog treats. I feel like they are maybe like pasta and like things like that for some reason. I always use those cookbooks, the kitchen utensils, the pots and pans, and then we also have the wine bottles, the Vino Grigio. And then I wanted to do something cool here with the cabinet or with the table. I wanted to raise it up. Of course, we need a bar, but I wanted to raise up the table right there to, yeah, that one. And I did, but I do end up changing it just because I'm like, it's just floating. Like we need more bar height tables, I think. I think that'd be really cool. Like the ones from Dine Out, I feel like we should get more bar size tables. I went with the same paintings, and I do that a lot in my builds. I'll take a painting and use it a couple times within the house in the main spaces, you know, the living room, kitchen, foyer, not in each one of those, but I'll try and carry that through because I really want it to, you know, the style to be cohesive. I don't want a bunch of mumble jumbledness. And for chairs, I finally decided. It took me probably forever. I had to come back to it. And I just go with the black ones. It kind of gives me those farmhouse vibes just because there's a lot of black and white, but then there's also that brown and that rustic color. So now we're moving on to the living room. And for the living room, I loved that Aztec rug, the light colors that were in it, but I just felt like it wasn't right for this room. So I do move that, and this living room changes a lot from how you guys see it. I end up putting little benches underneath all of those windows, and the living room completely flips to the opposite side of the space. I love those cats and dogs pictures, paintings. They have those colors, those Lakehouse colors that I want, which are, when I think of a lake house, I think of fall time. I think of, you know, turquoises and hunter greens and browns. So I had to put a fireplace in here because I was like, you know, you go to the lake house, you want to have a fireplace. And those new paintings that come with the patch go perfectly. And I'm pretty sure I changed this whole space, yes. And we're on to the next space, which is I don't know what you'd call this. The library, which has like, I think it has four pounds of books. There's just 4 pounds of books. 3 bookshelves. Don't Wake the Llama. We have an old vintage stereo. We're going to have we have a bar in the corner there, and we're going to put a desk here. I feel like if you use this as a residential home, I feel like the dad would be like an office guy. And then I'm going to put a little lounge area in the corner and with the TV and stuff. So this area is really cool just because it reminds me of all those weird like cabin in the woods movies where the people go there and they get chased by like a serial killer. Not that I don't watch those types of movies, but it's really funny because that's just what it gives me vibes of. Like, let's go into the library, and then there's like a bar and like you can hang out and stuff. I don't know, I'm weird. And then it kind of gives me university vibes too. And it makes me want to make like a whole, like, it's almost like a billiards room. I was building a build the other day and it actually had a billiards room. I've never played that game, but I was like interested. I was like, what? So now I'm like all about these like game bar office rooms. So yes, and I do love that I use the cats and dogs. This one, it's so cute, where the dogs are playing cards. I was like, yes, Sister Slay. Sister Slay. Speaking of Sister Slay, guys, if you watch me on Twitch, you should. If you watch me on Twitch, thank you. If you don't watch me on Twitch, you should. We just got new emotes, which we got a Sister Slay emote, and we have a whole bunch of new emotes, new badges. Like, it's just so cool. I'm so excited to use them. We haven't used them on stream yet. And yeah, shameless plug. So we are working on the lounge area, kind of moving some things around. I wanted to put that poster somewhere. I was like, let's just stick it up higher than the TV. I adore the outdoor retreat pack and that lamp. There's a standing lamp that you guys see now, and then also a desk lamp, end table lamp, and they're 2 of my favorites. I use them all of the time. And now we're on to the upstairs. So this place has 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, which is pretty big. Usually I will not do that. I'll do 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and have it be like a 64 by 64 lot. But I decided that you guys get some, you know, you deserve it. You deserve to be treated. So this bedroom is one of my favorites. And it's one of my favorites because I love that painting that we talked about earlier in the living room. I ended up moving it up here, and I think it's just the epitome of lake house to me. and I got that red bed to match. And I do change a couple things around here after the fact. I don't know if anyone else does this when they're building or even when they're recording for their channel, but I will go back through and look at every detail of my build and change things. Like, I won't change everything so it doesn't look like, you know, how we see it now, but I will go back through and I will be like, okay, is this like good? And move on. It's just like it's a very, I don't know if it's a good trait to have or a bad trait, but this is the next bedroom, and this is going to be a two beds in one room, and it's the kids' room. So if you have some kids, you can bring them here. I do end up changing out the bed at the bottom to a toddler bed. So this can house, you know, for 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 2 adults, or 4 adults, 2 kids. You really can add things or, you know, rearrange it however you'd like. And now we're on to the third and final bedroom, which turns out to be my favorite, I think. So this bedroom has an ensuite bathroom as well, just like all of the other ones do. I don't show it in this footage because we would be sitting here for 45 minutes listening to me trip over my words, but we're not going to do that. So for this, I went a little bit more animalistic, whatever, exotic, and we have that zebra. I don't even know. That's like a chocolate zebra rug. Do they make chocolate zebras? Is that like cows? You know how cows have like black and white, but then there's chocolate cows that they give chocolate milk, right? Is that just a myth? Okay, so anyways, you guys didn't really get to see that bedroom very much. I'm such a lame person. So now we're working on the upper deck. And the upper deck, we're going to give it some pergolas. We're going to make it a really nice little entertaining center. I think it's gorgeous and I just want it. So it has a table. I never use that table, honestly, and I'm pretty sure I get rid of it. So that defeats my purpose of talking. No, I do this. Okay. So, oh my goodness. I need help. Someone send a doctor. I use the new bar from Strangerville, and I think that it is adorable. We need a post-apocalyptic pack. I want a post-apocalyptic world where you have to survive and you have to like stay up high or in bunkers, and you have to like make yourself like a little like base camp, and you have to get away from things, or I don't even know. I just need that in my life. Strangerville gave me a little taste of it, and I want more. So now I'm putting little baskets out, and I'm using those yoga mats as like sun tanning towels because, you know, we don't have sun tanning in this game. And then over to the right, we have little wading pools, which I thought would be really cool if it gets hot. You don't want to go in the lake pond because, like, I wouldn't go into the lake pond. I would not do that. You cannot force me. You can't pay me to do that. So now for the finale, we are working on the base deck, back deck. What do they call those things? Dock. A dock, yes. The back dock. It sounds like I'm saying deck, but I'm not. Deck, dock. Tick-tock. So I put some fairy light, well, I call them fairy lights, but they're not really, to line the dock. And I thought that was really cool. And so this place is going to have a couple different lounge areas on the base level here. We're going to have a cookout area, which is what I'm working on right now. And it'll have a grill, patio. This is the patio. It'll have a grill, a picnic table, and some utensils to kind of help your sim grill. And I love that little picnic basket. I do end up putting 2 picnic tables because I feel like this is a big place. You're going to entertain. You want enough space for all, you know? So there's that. And then in the middle, we are going to work on the patio lounge area, which is where you would probably find me lounging about underneath of the umbrella, which is one of my favorite umbrellas. I don't know if anyone else has a favorite umbrella or loves this umbrella in the game. It was Seasons. If you don't own Seasons, you should buy it because you get a lot of things. And then we also are going to have a bar area, a fire burning area. I feel like if you come to this lake house, you want to have a little fire, you know, roast some marshmallows. And since we don't really have a yard because I overbuilt like I always do, and left no yard. We just have a pond, which the pond took me forever. Like, can we just talk about the pond? It probably took me 2 or 3 hours to lay out the pond and do all of like the greenery and stuff. It was not an easy job. I always struggle. We need more patio furniture. I love this patio bench, but like it doesn't come in the right colors. We need more color swatches. And I do end up changing the colors. I'm pretty sure I changed them to like the bright green and black. It was just really hard to come up with a theme, a proper theme. And where those chairs are, I do end up changing that and putting a little toddler kid area. And I do go back through and also add a lot of kid and toddler toys just around the house in the living room and stuff, just because I completely don't build family style sometimes. So I completely forgot that there would be a family here at all. But thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope that you really enjoyed it. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And turn on post notifications so you can get my new speed builds and my new videos when they come up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Llama Mama out. Oh, what if that was my outro? No, but as always, I'll catch you on the flip side.